Hey, I'm Stephen Masley, physician, nutritionist, trained chef, author, and creator of programs for public television. I want to share with you some questions I got on my recent blog about copper. I was at the American College of Nutrition meeting, and there was some really fascinating presentations on how copper in our plumbing in a regular home and copper that's cheap copper that's used as in many multivitamins might increase the risk for Alzheimer's. So I sent some information out, and there were some really great questions about what about my multi, or what about the plumbing in my house? So let me repeat that briefly for you and then answer those questions. So copper is a normal mineral we get from eating food, especially nuts, seeds, green leafies, whole grains, beans. They have copper, and we would like to get about a 900 micrograms, just under a 1 milligram of copper every day for blood formation, for immune function. It's good for us, and we've been getting it for 100,000 years from food. Now, what's new and recent, in the last 50 some years, we've started adding copper to plumbing. And now we're getting inorganic copper, not copper that's in food that's bound to protein, but inorganic copper that's very active, much more active when it's in our bloodstream than protein-bound copper that comes from like eating nuts and seeds. Now, since that 50 years, there's been a really rapid increasing risk for Alzheimer's at the same time we've added plumbing. In addition to that, now we've started putting copper in supplements, and data out of Northwestern University has shown like a 500-600% increased risk for Alzheimer's and cancer and other health problems in people taking copper supplements. So what is the issue here? We've been having, I said, copper in food for a long time, but what's the difference between organic and inorganic copper? Organic is protein bound, and you could even get a supplement. The supplements I offer through my clinic and to my patients and people who follow me online is protein bound. That's the form that's in food, and when you bind it to protein, you absorb it slowly, and it's not very, it just has, our body's been used to it again for 100,000 years. The inorganic type, that's the cheap form. That's what we put in like a supplement in the typical like 1 pill a day formulations you see out there, because it's a salt and they can make it really small. The other big source is copper plumbing, and I like copper plumbing because it's really convenient and effective way of hooking up, sinks and gadgets in your house that provide water. But what do you do? What about the water we drink? You're going to get inorganic copper into that, and a simple fix for that is reverse osmosis. I recommend everybody should have reverse osmosis for their drinking water in their kitchen. It's not that expensive. You can get them at retail outlets, at Home Depot, at Costco, at Sam's Club. They all carry these. My wife installed ours herself in the kitchen. So they're available, and that would take all the toxins out of potential that could be in water, and it also takes out copper. And I'm not worried about copper pipes in your shower or the bathroom. I'm really only thinking about the quantity you might get from drinking water using for cooking. So we're talking about the kitchen sink. So reverse osmosis is a great solution of keeping inorganic copper out of your water, drinking water. And when you look at a supplement, it shouldn't be copper sulfate or copper oxide or one of these other copper salts. It should be like copper glycinate. It should say like chelated copper, meaning it's bound to protein and chelated to protein. Those are the safe forms. Now, these are just associations. I'm not trying to create panic. But if you could do something now that it turns out in the future had a huge benefit, why not? Why not take a better quality supplement that has protein-bound minerals? I think we all should. And avoiding these copper inorganic salts, whether in the end it turns to be bad or not, it's better for you to use protein-bound minerals and to use reverse osmosis for your drinking water. That's an excellent idea. Anyway, so I wanted to point out that there are now concerns about inorganic copper. The two biggest sources are plumbing in your home and inexpensive salt mineral-based supplements, and I'm giving you the solution to fix it. And my goal is to transform your life, to help you feel younger, trimmer, fitter, mentally sharper, prevent heart disease, prevent your risk for problems needing medications for cholesterol, for blood pressure, and you can improve your sex life at the same time. It's all possible. I'm Dr. Stephen Masley, and I wish you the best of health.